Hey, Bohemian with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings here, and we're going to do another one. So, today we're going to do Who Thinks You Want to Fight Them? It might seem an off-kilter topic, to go for, but I've realized being a super chill Pisces who's never had to fight anyone that like sometimes it's you don't even comprehend the people who think they got beef with you and them thinking that there's some kind of beef or something going on could really be affecting things. It could be affecting situations and how energies are moving towards you and things behind the scenes and all kinds of things. Now maybe for some of you you're like, no, this person's right. I do got business with them. I don't know. I don't know your business yet. We're going to read some of it here, but who thinks that, you're out for them? It's on site. You want to handle them. You got your hands ready. You got your earrings out, ponytail lowered, whatever it is. You got the kicks you don't mind scuffing up. Who thinks that you want to kick their ass? Okay. We have red Jasper here, tiger's eye, snowflake obsidian, and howlite. Go ahead and choose one of these options, and I will see you on your timestamp. All right, for those of you who chose the red Jasper group, who is it that thinks you want to kick their their we have a lot of information to get into here, so let's go ahead and start it up. All right, start your engines, okay? We have the Ace of Pentacles here. So this is an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be someone who always has some little spending money, some little allowance. They have their little, inheritance, their little savings. I'm just getting this in a very sarcastic way. So it could be something that's annoying, like maybe it gives them leverage into their little attitude that they have, some kind of little entitlement or something of this nature. This is the kind of person who they expect to have money to go to school. They expect to have, their family or whoever to invest in their first, whatever business idea they want to do. They expect to have, their first cars. They expect to get a ring that's expensive. They expect to easily get a home, all these kind of things. Big expectations, and they kind of feel like even if they weren't given the silver spoon, the diamond spoon, the platinum spoon, ugh, I feel like people can't even with them. I feel like this is the kind of person that people literally just don't even talk about them, because people just kind of throw up in their mouths a little bit when they start talking. Like, this is a plate, and it's like it ruins people's meal to talk about this person. Like, ugh, why'd you have to bring up so and so? I can't. You know what? This cheeseburger, I'm not even going to get it to go now because it's ruined. Literally, I look over and this deck is sitting here, Ace of Pentacles reversed here. It's like someone like spitting the food out, but why'd you have to bring them up? Look, we said what we said here. Definitely could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And again, they could be spoiled, okay? They could be like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree kind of vibe. They could come from family that's kind of spoiled and entitled. Again, they might not actually be super rich, but they have enough to do. They're well to do. And they seem to have this kind of way of looking down on others or seeing themselves as superior to others as well. Let's go ahead and see Capricorn. Said what we said. We do have fixed signs here as well. So there's Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. These could be people that are around this person and support them in their antics, or it could be this person's energy as well. Some of their other placements could also be your energy in a general read, bringing up their dynamic with you, okay? But strong earth energy, Ace of Pentacles kind of person. They could still be pretty youthful, pretty young, or they could look a lot younger than what people would expect them to look like. We have fire energy in their chart as well. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius could be heavy Leo vibes, but there's a very competitive cardinal energy here as well. So Capricorn, Aries. Yeah, see, look at this is the kind of family, could be the family they come from, where it's like they're literally fighting over ice cream, like anything. They scrap over everything, even though they have the money to go and get them each their own gallon of ice cream, like, or their own fancy pint, because the pints be costing more than the gallons. Okay, they have enough. but they still are looking at everybody else's desserts, okay? And they were taught this behavior as well from family dynamics. There could be something with Gemini and Libra here as well. This could be somebody who um, they're self-conscious about their physical form. Yeah, they're self-conscious about their physical form. It could be somebody who they can't put on as much muscle as they want to, or they can't get as lean as they want to. So even if other people, this is Virgo card over here, and we have this strength reverse and this kind of energy here, they could combat their health a bit. If other people think that they are, slim and trim compared to what they want to be, they can really be hard on themselves. And some of them are naturally bigger and just have a tough time trying to change, their body type that they are, or they can be slimmer and have a hard time trying to bulk up. So this could be somebody who they just always have this chip on their shoulder, like they've been pushed around, even if it's not that dramatic. You're like, okay, so your sibling was slightly annoying. It's not the end of the world. This person internalized a lot of they internalize annoyance as if they've had a tough life. This really feels like somebody who is like middle class, upper middle class, or above, kind of that kind of vibe, like where there's like secure middle class, kind of vibe. Where, but they still want to be like, oh, well, I've worked hard for this. I've had struggles. And you're like, not having your favorite cereal isn't a struggle. Your brother being annoying isn't a struggle, honey. Like, come on now, right? You get in the wrong shade of car on your 16th birthday is not a struggle, honey. Okay, are you actually having to show up to class? Like, I feel like it's this kind of person. It just keeps giving me this repetition with it, all right? They could be currently successful. They could have, gotten the door to the career that they want currently, things of that nature. Again, if they had any competition whatsoever, they're going to be bitter and angry at the world about it. Maybe you are their competition. You could know this person, either they're your family member, sorry to say, but or with this dynamic here, or they are someone that you've worked with or went to school with, is what it really looks like. You've studied for something, or you have kind of competed for the same thing. So it could be somebody who's been, let's say they went to a different school, but your teams competed against each other. They could have seen you as somehow their competition. Again, they tend to look at things like that anyways, but maybe you guys like were in the same soccer league together, or you were the other highest IQ in the neighborhood or something of this vibe. Yeah. Yeah. Over here with this plant energy, we have a plant that's from Central and Northern Europe, and we have a plant that's from Europe and Asia. So they could have some kind of ancestry, or they could have lived in those continents or traveled there. We do have the world here. This definitely could be the person who, they were flown out for summers to go and vacay in Europe or whatever kind of thing, or, something of this vibe. They could have went on a lot of like the abroad field trips kind of vibe. If not, oh my gosh, that was a hardship, y'all. It was such a hardship. Um, they like to try to stay current. Now I'm seeing the Black Panther reverse, and we have black current here. So if they're not black, look, I'm gonna tell it like it is. They could be somebody who like appropriates black culture a lot, or the culture of someone else's culture here as they're traveling. They can be that kind of person that they're like, they could be the person who puts on like the extra fake like French accent when they're ordering something. But they don't know French and they're not trying to learn. They're just being obnoxious. You know what I mean? And you're like, shut up, Corey. It was only a stopover on your way to London. Like, you don't know French. Shut up. Is this kind of energy? They're that person. So they could have some kind of thing where they're just like, you're like, just stop. Just stop. I don't know. They're really annoying me, guys. I'm sorry you have to deal with them. Yeah, from the past. Past energy here. They could have water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. We do have a variety of zodiac signs here. I think because some of them is that they run in like a pack. Like, you deal with them, you have to deal with their family. You know what I mean? Even though they can't stand each other, how dare you say you can't stand them? Because they have a facade, right? And they feel like I have more money and we're better than you. But please, please let everyone still just believe us that we're better than everyone. Hurry, let's make more money. Is their kind of vibe here. Someone could be here, the dog. There's two dogs here. So maybe them and their family. They could be someone who's not nice to animals though, because look, the cat is reversed. I'm seeing this Yeah, I'm seeing this like this. They might not be nice to animals. So a lot of animals here, but I feel like their energy is like they're reversed or there's like a boundary between them. So I'm sorry to say, we have Year of the Snake here as well. We have Year of the Ox here. Okay, it could be Year of the Rabbit, which is also known as Year of the Cat. So what is going on in this situation? What do you have to be aware of? Why do they think that you want to fight them? They could feel like you just want to fight them. Um, some of you, they're afraid you're going to come to their house. Like they're acting like they're scared. They're scared. They're the ones with 501 energy, but they're pretending like, oh my gosh, I'm scared. I'm shook. Some of you, maybe they feel like there's going to be some kind of custody battle, or they could feel like you're still mad at them from when y'all fought as kids. So maybe like you guys have not ever gotten along since you were children, and you're like, yes, I will fight them. Or they know they deserve it back because they tried to fight me when I was a kid. So some of y'all, this is deep, okay? Your dogs didn't like each other. Your older siblings didn't like each other. Your parents didn't like each other. So I don't know what in the Romeo and Juliet's going on here, but Montagues and DiCaprios or whatever, Capulets. Anyways, yeah, I'm feeling a little goofy today. But we have this vibe of or yeah, they could be wondering like, are you coming past my house? Are you gonna come over here? We have relocation and moving reverse, and then we have home. Maybe you guys ended up in the same city. They could have thought that you were abroad or that you left, but they're nervous you're gonna be where they are. So you guys could have had something where one or the other of you has moved away and then come back or something like that, and they feel very shook about this, and this could be why they're thinking, oh my gosh, are you going to try to fight me? If you're anywhere near like their haunts and where they go, they're immediately like, oh my gosh, I'm scared, I think they're here to fight me. Shut up, Corey. Just eat your ice cream. They don't care about you. They're not here to fight you. Some of you are like, yes, I am. And I was like, but they're that person. They're like, oh my gosh, get my cousins quick. I think they're here to fight me. And you're like, it's a gas station. I'll be here for like 2 seconds. Bye. So I do feel like they'll play the victim card. I do feel like here we have lightning coming through, trying to charge up the situation and like get something going. I feel like this person wants you to want to beat them up. Like I'm just gonna say it. I feel like they do. Okay, like they want to meet you in the streets and be like, see, I told you they were scary guys. It's like they're delusional. They're trying to make their delusion made real. Others' feelings. Like they want to make this happen. They want to get to your feelings. They feel like for some of you, they feel like they can't trigger you and it bothers them. Like they're very bothered by it. This could definitely be the person who was like, PTA parents, top of the class kind of vibe, and they were used to like manipulating people in authority, because they know how to climb here. They're like a clout climber kind of person, so they're used to manipulating people in authority, your boss or whoever it is, into thinking whatever they say. So if they say, "Oh, this person's picking on me. I don't like their vibe. Oh, I feel uncomfortable," that kind of thing. They're used to people buying into that. And the reason people can buy into that when they say it is because they're good at triggering the person. Like they're the bully. Like they're good at triggering the person into reacting that they're, getting uncomfortable, whoever they're targeting. And then they'll say, see, I told you there's something wrong with them. I told you they're just coming for me for no reason, right? I told you. Now see, look, see how they're acting weird around me? I'm afraid. So they can't do that to you. Or if they've been trying it, it doesn't fully work. Yes, they're saying this person's straight up a troll. All right, some of you have to watch out because it's saying this is a frenemy, because we have friendship reverse and we have a frenemy card. This is a bugaboo, a hater, a troll. It says loyalty is lost, reverse. We have dog reverse again. That's 3 dogs reversed here. And then we have crossroads, and the triple-headed dog is the symbol of the crossroads. So maybe this person's trying to block your crossroads, or they've literally tried to meet you in the street. Maybe you're like, yes, we've already fought twice. They're looking for a third, okay? I don't know what it is. Some of you could have to be careful because maybe this person, like if you have strikes on your record or something, they could be trying to make sure you get another one. You know what I mean? Yeah, or like at work, if your boss is like gotten on y'all for something or whatever, it could be like they're trying to make sure you get in trouble a certain amount of times so that you'll get, like, they're aware of this. They're very smart. They're very logical. They're very regimented in a certain kind of way. So they can be like, oh, well, like they're the kind of kid that would be like, well, if you get an outburst in class 3 times and get sent to the principal's office, you're going to get transferred. So they're going to sit there and try to make that happen, all right? Really watch out for this person. Yeah, because they love getting someone to have erratic reaction to them and blow their top and just like be overwhelmed with emotion. That's their thing. They like to bother people who are emotional, who are sensitive, because they're fire earth dominant in a negative sense, is how their energy comes across. So if they can get somebody to exude like a watery, emotional outburst, it's almost like something that they don't truly express themselves, and it feels like to them in their messed up psychological way as if they're getting rid of their negative energy, okay, because they just sat there and like harpooned that into you, and then they let you spill out, is what they're thinking, right? They let others spill out the toxicity, and then they say, oh, look at them, they're so toxic, oh, look at their energy, right? So this is not somebody who's necessarily a psychic vampire, although they do feed on others. This is somebody who they look for karma eaters. They look for targets so that they can put their negative energy in them and create a situation. And then they say, oh my gosh, I think this person's out to get me. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. So this is someone as high as their IQ is, they're pretty stupid is what Spirit's saying. They're pretty stupid when it comes to spiritual or emotional intelligence and growth. Like it's like something they should have been worked on their first lifetime, from their Akashic records for a long time. Okay. So this is what it is. I do want to get you a little more advice before we go. Any advice for this group? Obviously, we can see you give the heads up here. Frenemies, watch out. Don't trust this person that could be trying to block your roads. Uncross your roads, y'all. Spiritually, kind of vibe. Let's see, Ace of Cups. So protect your heart chakra. I feel like here it's to stay balanced with your heart energy, which means I hate to say it because as much as I give tough reads, I'm a water sign, I'm water dominant. So I give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm really easygoing. I give people a lot of chances. I give them the ability to see their behavior and change it, right? However, also because I'm a water sign and because of all those reasons, I know that we have to get to the point where we don't overdo that and we don't give too much grace to somebody who didn't want any in the first place. That is your task here in this situation. Keep your good heart, protect your heart chakra, protect your energy. Don't ingest this person's poisonous darts, okay? Keep your energy very free flowing and lighthearted. Continue to move exactly as your heart leads you to move, all right? Take up space, spread your wings, like be happy in your aura, all that kind of vibe. But don't ingest and try to like be overly forgiving and like overly compassionate and be doing all their soul work for them and just like, oh, to be a good person, I have to prove that I forgive this person and accommodate them. First of all, they're the type of bully that doesn't work on. They have no respect for it and they're like, ha, I got you to do my work, right? That's the kind of vibe. It doesn't work. It doesn't help them on a spiritual level either. And two, that's exhausting for you. And it's a contaminating kind of energy here because it says it messes with your crossroads and things. It makes you start accommodating people who are not real friends and things of that dynamic. It could even touch your finances. And, it's like you ingest a negative earth energy, a negative earth vibration, okay? So this is saying to stay very balanced in your heart chakra. Continue to bless yourself. Continue to be your beautiful, good person self. Continue to go as your heart leads you. Don't move in fear. Don't let this person trick you into moving in fear. Don't let this person trick you into cutting off healthy relationships because they do want to interfere with them. Maybe it is with the animal or the children or something like that. They're trying to get in the way of it. Allow yourself to exude who you are and make your moves the way you make them. This person might claim, oh, I worked hard and this and that. This is the way you do things in the real world. You make your moves as you make them in your life, okay? And love who you're going to love with a good heart. So this is the advice. Protect yourself spiritually that I'm seeing. And this is who thinks you want to kick their ass, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right. For those of you who chose the tiger's eye here, let's go ahead and see who thinks you want to, catch them with the hands, put your Timbs on, all right, all these kind of things. Who is it? And we'll find out why in a bit more tea. We have the Seven of Pentacles reversed here. So for some of you, this is like This pile, this person's like, you might not have known them that long, because Seven of Pentacles upright, we're waiting and waiting and waiting. We've invested years. It's like a slow moving Taurus card. We're waiting for harvest, all these kind of things. We're very contemplative. We've studied the cycles of things, right? Reverse, this is like quick. This is like a plant you gotta, buy fresh every year and replant again. This is something new. So this could be an earth sign, somebody who has earth that's not stable in their natal chart. So how sometimes you see those earth signs who they don't come off as earth signs. They almost seem like they have some kind of air to them, or they have kind of a wonky energy to them. This could be a wonky earth sign, okay? Especially Taurus, but Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. All right. Yeah, chariot reverse. They're very unstable. That's the same thing with the chariot card. It's like the wheels are out of sync. The two creatures at the front of the wheel are not pulling the chariot in the same direction. We're all over the place. We're lacking balance. And then we also have the moon reverse, which the moon is connected with the chariot card. We have the moon and its sign Cancer here. So definitely could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This person could be a dancer. They could be somebody who's ambitious and they want to do well on social media, although they might not have really popped off on social media in some kind of way. They can consider themselves a fashionista. They could, low key want to be on red carpets and things of this nature. Could be someone who has a sucky car. Cancer, fourth house, rules vehicles and extensions of the home, but this is the chariot kind of broken down here, and the compass here is reversed on this. So, yeah, something here. This person they could be without money, right? Because they have no savings here. Seven of Pentacles. Why the cards got to read them so bad? They say, okay, first of all, they broke as a joke. Okay, the car don't work. All right, they should be out here getting this together, but they're over here acting like you want to fight them. Like, what's going on? This could be someone who they feel like they're stuck behind the scenes too much, and this could bother them. This could bother them a lot. They feel like they don't get their clout that they want. They feel like they don't get the nurturing and attention that they want. This Taurus Cancer energy. This person could be hungry a lot. Moon rules like appetite and food, and Taurus and Cancer are associated with that a lot. So there could be something, maybe this person gets too much takeout. They could work maybe in some kind of delivery service or work with food. Maybe they chef it up or something, but it doesn't look positive. So maybe that's why they don't get good reviews, because this would be food I would not eat. Literally, if I got these cards when I asked, should I order at this restaurant, it'd be like, ooh, this is a no for me. I'm not trying to have something wrong with my stomach after. Um, King of Pentacles, another Taurus card. So strong Cancer and Taurus, earth and water energy here, okay? But we have a pig. So, like, literally, there's a pig high on the hog here. So, this person, they could just smoke a lot. They could be like where they sleep all random times, but it's not because they're following their natural patterns. But there's an energy coming out of like sloth with this person, or like hedonism, or like something like this. Yeah, and it's interesting because they said that this person hasn't gotten like their own crops come in. So whose crops are they sitting in over here? Whose orchard are they sitting here eating all the food up? Like where did they suddenly get all this money from? So this could be someone who mooches off of others, not like, oh, they had a hard time and then someone helped them. Okay, this could be somebody that you guys maybe have helped. This could be also like, if you have, for some of you this is family, because there's a lot of Taurus and Cancer, which is family energies, right? But if you had before where you had to tell like a family member, like, stop hitting up grandma for all the money, because grandma's going to give it to you. Grandma doesn't have money just to be given out like that. Like, we're trying to get money to help grandma be more comfortable, make sure things are taken care of, make sure the taxes paid on the house and stuff. Like, stop just coming and laying up at grandma's and eating all the food and asking grandma for money. It's that person. So this person could think people are looking for them because they owe them money, because they ate up all the food, because they've been up in someone's house. They could be laid up with a partner who's not theirs. This could be someone who's laid up with a married person. And so they feel like the secret's going to come out and they're going to have to run. They're gonna have to try to get out there. They could eat the forbidden fruit. We got fig over here as well. We have apples over here. So this could be somebody who they're always doing some kind of forbidden situation. This could be why they're breaking down at night in the middle of the road. Like, what is going on with this person? Okay. This person, we do have they could be from the north. They could live in the north of the city, or we have like North America, Northern Asia, like Northern and Asian countries, or Northern Europe. We also have the Mediterranean and Middle East here, so they could have some connection with that. But yeah, this person here, they like other people's partners. So maybe that's why they think people want to fight them, is because they're laid up with someone's partner, okay? But this person, they could have that attitude. Yeah, it's just that messy earth sign energy with some water thrown in, where they have that vibe of like, oh, one day when I'm perfect, then I'll get my life together instantly. But until that time comes, I'm just gonna kind of, live off of somebody else, I guess. Yeah. So this person, that could be why. They could feel like they came after your love interest. They could feel like they wrecked somebody's home. They could feel something of this nature. Maybe that's why they're feeling like someone's gonna fight me. I think for some of y'all too, it could be that this happened to your family member. So this person might be somebody who is like third partying your cousin, you know what I mean? Or like someone you care about that's like family, most likely physical DNA. So they could think that you're probably the cousin that's down with them. You're gonna want to fight me. So it can be something like this. But there's a big connection with like partnerships, finances, and home. Okay, for some people it could be through career. It could just be that they know you don't play about your coin, and if they keep playing around the office and this and that, it could be a boss. It could be a landlord. Ooh, it could definitely be a landlord here. They feel like at some point you're gonna be done. You're gonna snap. You're really gonna snap, and you were going to be like, I'm about to handle you, because we're supposed to have a harmonious partnership. You're not fixing what you're supposed to be making perfect here. Some people, this could be like a mechanic or someone connected with cars, or maybe they race cars. I'm also getting like a gamer vibe, so it could be someone who's like gamer kind of vibe. I feel like this is the person who would have a bunch of people up in your house. Like, they're like, oh, I'm on hard times and all this kind of thing. So you feel sad. And then if you let them stay over, you come back and they got all these people in your house, and they all got junk food. They're all ordering stuff to the door. They're all like, you're just like, what is going on? Is this a house party right now? Like, whose cars are in my driveway? Like, I don't understand. They're that kind of person, okay? Lunar Corona, no spiritual support for this right now. And it's reverse. Hidden treasures and secret sweetness. So this person never follows through on what they're saying. Um, it could be too that this person is someone who has made amends with you. Like, you've forgiven them quite a few times. You've given them a wide berth. This person, maybe they wrecked your car, or and it was like they were at fault. Like they could have been high, they could have been not paying attention, they could have had someone else driving your car that wasn't supposed to, like their boo or something like this. This could be someone who their partner's always causing problems, and they're excusing them or saying you can't really address it because they're my partner, they're not part of the family. But this is interesting because it's showing spiritual forces here, but they're showing that there's a lack of spiritual support for this person. Everyone has guides and stuff, but it's showing like either the spirits of like what they're calling in, and the people they're around are like working actually contrary to what their spirits are trying to work. So they definitely can be around the wrong kind of people. It's also too that your spirit crew's not playing with this person trying to play with you, okay? This person will profess like, oh, that they have all these hidden talents that they're going to be good. They're going to be like, they're the kind of person who always says they're going to be a better person, that they're actually more sensitive and nicer, that next time's going to be better kind of vibe. And it doesn't get better, okay? Yeah. So it says they need to deprogram. They need to go and like deal with the therapist. They need to get rid of their negative psychic stink eye debris, all of this kind of thing. They do. They really need to like go and like psychologically heal themselves, deal with themselves, and get into their physical abundance or something here. I feel like if you met this person in the street, they would talk crap. I feel like this person could just try to kind of laze about and whine and crybaby around to try to get people's sympathy. They're that kind of person. They're the emotional like they're the psychic vampire straight up, like the emotional psychic vampire, and the like try to get some kind of reaction out of people, and like, oh, don't you know, like it's so sad, like they made me they said I couldn't stay at mom's house, and my partner's upset now, but they were just mad that my partner wouldn't clean up, was eating all the food, but you know, they be hungry. So it's something like this where it's just like, what are you even talking about? Like, what are you doing? Um, kind of vibe for a Pentacles. So your advice is to close down from this person, be a bit more cold in regards to this dynamic. Don't really tolerate this kind of energy that's going on. Don't feel like you have to, you know, play nice to people they bring around. Close down your coin. Protect yourself. They got like their fur coat and everything with them. Their heels, the little boots with the heels. They're like, I'm taking everything with me. So this person could be someone who will steal your stuff. This kind of vibe. They'll try to fight and steal your stuff. I don't think this person will actually fight. I don't think they will. I think they like to run their mouth and they get energy and attention and like nurturing from people by pretending there's going to be a fight. And I think they're very unhealthy in their relationship, so they could pretend like, oh, it's us against the world. They have like this negative, like they could be someone who thinks that like Joker and freaking Harley Quinn are actually something cute to pretend like, oh, we're them. Y'all, I can't stand that. But they could be like, you know, oh, we're Bonnie and Clyde. And so they're the kind of person that they'll disrespect their friends and family. And then when they get called out on it, they'll be like, oh, it's us against the world, babe. They don't understand us. We're the open minded ones. They're that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then they'll go and like, you know, drink and smoke all the money away they just stole from people. So yeah, this is saying like close down your energy from this kind of vibration and interaction. For some of you, maybe this is mirroring things that you do, and that's why these kind of people were around you. So it's gonna show you how to like get rid of those kind of behaviors and not participate in those kind of things. And like, yeah, it's like this isn't forbidden fruit. Like, oh, this isn't a good way to behave. It's not something juicy and tasty. Like this is embarrassing, right? This is embarrassing. Let's clean this up. So it does say it could be kind of triggering, you know, some deprogramming, decolonizing, you know, kind of healing and things that you need yourself as well. However, you don't have to tolerate this from this person, okay? So protect your investments and your resources right now. For some of you, this also could have been a parent, by the way, or it could be a parent's partner, so like a step parent or just whoever they're dating, okay? So they do say protect your home, protect your heart, try to be more business, like think like a Capricorn, try to be more business efficient when dealing with this. So it's like you might be like, okay, well, if you and your boo are gonna be living here, like we're gonna draw up an actual contract, and they have to act accordingly. Like just because they're my mom's squeeze doesn't mean that they can just treat my house however they want. Like they need to be respectful, and if they can't, they need to go. And if they've already crossed a lot of these lines, like they need to go. Because why are they even feeling like you about to fight them? Like why are they even trying to push it that way? And then they want to stay cool, calm, collected, and act like you're overreacting, which is infuriating. Infuriating, guys. It's so infuriating. So this is what I'm seeing. I feel like they're an energy drain, to be honest. I feel like my energy was up and I feel drained reading this person. So watch your energy, protect yourself. You might just, you know, kind of freeze them out of your stuff here. But go ahead and like the video. And look, don't get caught up trying to deal with that person, because I don't feel like it would be worth giving them the hands. I really don't. Not that that's something I ever have to resort to myself, but I don't feel like if you're someone who is and you're like, look, I'll protect mine, I gotta say I will. I just feel like their energy is so like a sloth. Like a sloth who's just draining you over there. So it's like you don't want to even waste your like bravado and your energy even like addressing them too much, so that they'll just like slow blink at you and then try to steal your chips as they finally leave, maybe, like and make you look too hype, right? Anyways, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those who chose the Snowflake Obsidian, Let's go ahead and see who thinks you want to fight him, okay? Who thinks you getting ready right now, okay? oh, oh, that's right. They gave a ton of cards actually. So, um, okay, well, this could be a person who they feel like they're trying. So, this could be someone who's trying to get engaged or they're trying to get married. It's funny how they say it because they don't seem convinced. This feels like Libra energy. This can be Virgo energy, Gemini energy here, could be Aries. But it's this vibe where they're not convinced they're going to get this person to the altar, or if they've already married them, they're not convinced that they can keep them. So maybe they got them in shady ways. Maybe they got them from you. So this could be the other person who sabotaged your connection and they're supposed to be married, living happily ever after. But they're like, there's no substance to their relationship. They're still wondering, am I still single? And are we actually together? Like, okay, we took some vows into the ceremony maybe, but I'm still over here feeling single half the time. So what's going on? Does this person still have like affection for you instead of me? So this person seems confused. For those of you that weren't like involved in the third party situation with this person, they're just like that, where they look like they're messy and deceitful in love dynamics and they go after someone else's partner, but then they try to say, well, if I marry them then they're my partner kind of vibe. This could have also been someone who is not physically healthy, like they've been around with a lot of partners, so there could be where it's known that they've had some kind of health issues or given their partner some kind of health issues because of them being too much in these streets and not taking care of their health and protecting themselves while they're out here being sensual and stuff. Yeah. It could be someone who has a tattoo with something that's related to like a bird or a bird god or a butterfly. Could have a heart or crystals or something, something kind of love oriented as well. But yeah, this person, it could also be somebody who they're like, it's kind of like they're pretending to be married with someone. Maybe they're up in their house with them, but they maybe they got the house. So like if you got divorced from this person, they're living in the house with them or something. But again, they're not really convinced about all of this, even if they got engaged or even got married at this point. Maybe they're already kind of breaking up and being divorced. That's possible too. This could be a third party who dated someone after you or even broke up your connection, but now they're already divorced or separated. But this person still thinks you want to fight them and that you're trying to come for them, okay? Could also be the ex who participated in that with them. They could both be feeling like, if you come by the house, it ain't gonna be nothing nice. We have the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Cups reverse, excuse me. I did want to say Page of Pentacles, so we could have Capricorn towards Virgo. We did say Virgo. We have two water cards here. We have the Page of Cups with the Queen of Cups, who has a little page on their back. So there could be, you guys, I feel like this is the first group where I'm getting like a lot of people who might not be all the same storyline, like not all the same group involved. So we have over here kind of a side thing. This could have been somebody who carried their child around a lot, or someone who wrapped their head or always had hats on, or had a lot going on with their hair all the time. They always had a lot of like different dyes, a lot of highlights or something in their hair, or they had a lot of like charms or beads, or they had a lot. This person has a lot going on with their hair. They could be somebody who's really into some kind of chakras, candles. They're into looking spiritual aesthetic kind of vibe. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here for both a young person, like a child, and the parent here. So it could be the way pages and like the older courts tend to work is if a child, let's say like with the Queen of Cups, it could be that this child might not be a water sign, but their parent is. So they're still shown as the child of water. Sometimes it's the other way around. The parent might not actually be a water sign, but the child is. So they're the parent of water, for example. So at least one of them in this connection is. But this is definitely someone with a child here. Let's see, like, why do they think maybe they were rude to your kid, or they were rude to you in some capacity here? Why do they feel like you want to fight them? They talk about you a lot and it rings. You'll feel it in your right ear. Seven of Swords reversed because you caught them doing something shady. Some of you, it was like business. Maybe they tried to be shady to you in business or something. Or this person was like a fake healer, a fake doula. This could be someone who's a doula. It could be someone who's like a crystal bowl healer, somebody who does like Reiki allegedly, or they sell crystals, or they sell, I don't know, spiritual cellathon. They sell lavender. There's lavender field. Could be Libra Gemini here also. Yeah, it could be like Scorpio with Libra placements kind of vibe. There could be, they have gold hair on their head. There could be some Leo here. There's a lot of gold. And we have Aquarius energy here as well. So they feel like you found out the truth about them. You found out about their facade. But they also might have still tried to like gaslight you about it and try to lie. This could also be, I've had the experience too where I've, called some people out because they're like fake healers, and the negative energy they had was affecting the young people they were allegedly healing and their little, psychic, so-called shaman, tarot centers or whatever. So this person could feel like something like this has happened. You've read them, they haven't been an honest, safe person, but they denied it and was like, oh no, like they just kind of gaslit you so they could feel like you want to fight them. You want to fight them for it. It could be also that they feel like you're going to fight them energetically. They could feel like you're going to fight them magically, or you're going to fight them through kind of a reputation in some way here with the energy of water and swords. Yeah, but literally, I feel this energy almost like if someone's had something go on with their ear, like you had some kind of infection or something with your piercing, something with your ear. I think it's from the gossip of this person. So make sure to always cleanse your energy, okay? Who else do we have over here? Three of Swords. So we have X's, the energy of X's. We have Libra again. This could be somebody, you guys could have the silent friend with all this Libra Virgo energy. You could have, this is something if you don't know, Libras and Virgos really do a lot, is where they will sit in the cut. Could also be Scorpio Capricorn placements. Those signs can be good for just having a problem with like their friends or people around them being in relationships when they're not. They can just be jealous for very vain reasons that make no sense. So this looks like somebody who, like they're weaving here, but they're wishing Three of Swords. So again, you have people who are expecting, because you're intuitive for this group, that you figured out that it was them who caused problems for you, and that you want to come and find them and lay hands on them for it, okay? Is the vibe here. Because this is another person who they're supposed to be a healthy social person for you, but they actually wanted your relationships to fail all along, and they were either doing some kind of energetic work, or they were, saying a little word here, a little something there, texting someone behind the scenes here, DMing someone there, or whatever, and actually affecting the situation. They could have been pretending they were your friend or they were on your side, but they were actually pushing, like, your love interest to choose someone else, or they were accommodating the third party kind of vibe and talking to them, this kind of energy, okay? This is like very fake friend, very petty, like what is this, middle school? Like what is going on here, okay? They could be tied to this person because this could be X energy, and again another third party. And we have a fire sign here, definitely could be a Sagittarius, could be a Sagittarius with Gemini placements specifically, and Aries and Scorpio placements. We also have a Leo vibe here as well, so it could be fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. They could have strong mercurial energy, Gemini, Virgo, and they could have strong water in their natal chart all together. This is like this person's chart, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So they're very kind of wishy-washy and all over the place with this mix of fire, water, and mercurial energies. This would have been a crap talker. Okay, it's not even crap, it's shit. All right, this could have been someone who traveled a lot, but they might also have had their car break down. They had to change their travel plans a lot, kind of vibe. They could have been from a different country than you, or if they were born in the same country, they just could have been like from a different ethnicity, and they still were like culturally they still held to that, you know what I mean? So they could still consider their motherland somewhere else, and they could go back and forth between countries or something of that nature, even though they would also know the local vicinity pretty well. This person could be very dangerous in how they drive. This person's loud. This person could have broke your heart 100%. They could have been a big player. Okay, a big player. They could have been somebody who bet against you in some kind of way. Like it played you in a loud way, like in a loud way. Okay, this could have been in business for some of you, or it could have been as like, a fake friend, or just like as an annoying person you were somehow just around. But for some of you, it was definitely a love interest, and it could have been that this kind of Libra, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn type person was part of, this mix of like trying to create this instability and kind of get their 2 seconds of popularity by messing with this situation and stirring it up for you, okay? And these are all people who think you want to beat them up. Three of Swords again. You guys have really had people meddle. That's the third time I've seen people directly trying to make it so that you don't have loving people around you. 3 times. I don't feel like they're all the same situation. And even here, it's the same vibe here of like trying to gaslight you, competing in like spiritual circles or competing with children, competing in healing, loving spaces, creative, artistic spaces, and trying to make you feel as if you're the one who's wrong when you want to call out the dynamics. So I think you guys have felt a lot of this, and all these people feel like they're like they know they're wrong. They know that they're shady. They see themselves as shady in the way that they come up in the cards, and they feel like it's on sight. They feel like you really want to, go at them when you see them. Surprise reverse. Yeah, they feel like you want to sneak attack them. They feel like you want to sneak diss them. Some of them are very delusional and they're convincing themselves that like things you say on social media, this could be like years later. Like, you're not even in high school anymore, years later, and they're convincing themselves that everything you post, everything you say, the songs and this and that, it's all about them. I feel like these people they're just very delusional. And they feel like it would be on site very quick because we have peppermint here, so that mint is quickening. They feel like if you could summon them right now, all right, and they do know that you guys know magic. So again, some of them are saying